Hey, Debbie. All right, you guys, we'll wait about 1 more minute. See if a couple more people join. Give it 30 more seconds. We'll see if a couple more people join on. It is 12:15. Should we get a couple stragglers coming in here? All right, everyone, let's get started. As people join, I'll just let them in. They can catch up to us. So we're going to have a good mobility session here today. I'm going to just start with some basic stretching, and then we'll kind of ramp it up as we go. It shouldn't be anything too challenging, but should get our heart rate up a little bit. Good midday break. So first thing I want you to start with is just some breathing. So you can do this standing. You can do it seated. You can also do it kneeling, however you feel comfortable, okay? All we're going to start off with is closing the eyes. Just nice, relax the shoulders. Okay, put your hands on your stomach, and then we're just gonna breathe in through the nose. Nice long breath out through your mouth. Okay, I want you to do that for a minute, starting right now. All right, 1 minute of breathing, really focusing on the belly. Okay, so when we breathe, we wanna make sure our shoulders don't rise too much. That it's a good indication that you're breathing through your chest. So just hands on the stomach, big deep breaths. As big of breaths as you can do here. Every time you breathe out, try and relax your body a little bit more. Let the shoulders come down. You're halfway. Keep going. You got about 2 or 3 more breaths here. Last big deep breath. All right, right, and then from there, we're gonna do the same thing. You can either stand, sit, or kneel for this one as well. We're gonna go into some neck circles, so just relax shoulders. I want you to go full range of motion as far as you can into a neck circle. Let's go 30 seconds each side. So just stick with one direction right now. I'll let you know when that 30 seconds is up. Just doing some neck circles here if you're just joining. Keep going in this one direction. We'll go for about 10 more seconds or so. All right, switch sides. So neck circles the other way. Try and get that ear as close to your shoulder as you can. Chin to the chest, and then forehead to the ceiling. So we're really trying to get that full range of motion. Go for about 10 more seconds this way. Looks like we got a couple more joins coming in. Awesome. All right, relax there, guys. Next one. You can do this one standing as well, but it's a little bit better if you go from the ground. So grab a pad if you need to, or a pillow. Okay, on all fours here, we're gonna go into some cat-cow. So we're gonna try and move our spine a little bit here, move our back, loosen things up. So I want you to round first, push your shoulders up toward the ceiling, pushing away from the floor, tuck your chin. Try and inhale, then exhale, pull your shoulders back towards your glutes and arch your back while looking up toward the ceiling. Okay, just go through that nice and slow. We're gonna go for a minute here. Rounding, inhale, arching, exhale. Really get that breathing going. Try to go a little bit further each time. If we're standing, you can just do this one on a desk, tabletop, whatever you got. Really good. Keep going. We're going to do a couple reps on this one. $15 more seconds on the cat-cow. Welcome to class. Welcome to class. All right, relax there, guys. That was 1 minute. Great job. So again, you can do this standing if you're not comfortable kneeling. Go on to all fours still. It's called a T-spine rotation. So I want you to keep one arm straight. The other arm is going to reach through as far as you can. Let the shoulders turn with the arm and then rotate up. Big rotation toward the ceiling. Okay, we'll go 30 seconds each side for this one as well. So just rotating as far as you can. Try and exhale as you reach up toward the ceiling. That exhale will get you a little bit more range of motion. Okay, we're going 30 seconds each side for this one. You're about halfway on this side. Let you know when to switch. All right, good there. Switch sides. So it's just your other arm reaching through this time. Reach through, let the head turn as well. And then head follows the hand toward the ceiling. Good reach, good rotation. 30 seconds on this side. There we go, good job. Couple more reps. And you can relax there, good work. Okay, the next one, same thing. If you're comfortable kneeling, try kneeling. If you're not, we can go standing. So we're gonna go with one knee down, hands are in the same position as we started it earlier. The other leg is just straight out to the side. So your leg is completely straight, toe pointing forward. Face this way if you guys can see me a little bit better. So it's just your leg straight out. Okay, the other knee is bent, and you're just gonna push your hips back towards your heel that's on the kneeling side. Just rocking the hips back. Good stretch. Come back forward. and reset. Okay, we'll do this 30 seconds each side as well. You should feel a nice stretch to the inside of that hip and the leg. Okay, if we're standing, you can also just do it against the wall. One leg is out to the side. You just push the hips back like this. Okay, either option's okay. Couple more reps on this side. All right, that's good there. Switch over to your other leg. So again, the other leg is just straight out to the side. Toe points forward. Try and keep that foot as flat as you can. Hands flat on the ground, then just push back. Nice and easy. Each time try and go just a little bit further. Try and get some good breathing going with this one too. So exhale as you push back. Inhale as you come back forward. About 10 more seconds on this side. Okay, one more rep, and I'm going to have you go on your side. All right, on your side here, okay, I want you to pretend like you're just going to sleep. You're going to put your head right on your arm that's right out in front of you. Okay, knees are going to be stacked together. Good bend in the knees and good crease in the hips. So we're just in this bent knee sideline position. Hands start together, and then I want you to open the book, which just means bring your arm up toward the ceiling, and then try and bring that shoulder as far down towards the floor as you can, and then reset. We'll go 30 seconds each side on this one too. So bring the hands together, big reach up and rotate. This should feel really good on your lower back, on your glutes. Try and keep those knees glued to the floor here, and knees together so we don't open up. You'll get a good stretch in your back. Keep going, just a couple more reps on this side. Working on some good rotation. Keep that breathing going too. Okay, let's switch sides. Just flipping over. Other side's down, other arms out in front of you. Still relax your head. Remember the knees are bent, my hips are slightly creased. Hands together, big reach. Pull that shoulder blade towards the ground. Might be able to go a little bit further on one side or the other, that's okay. Try and exhale as you bring that arm across. Again, keep the knees together as much as you can on this one. All right, just a couple more. Two more. Last one. Then I want you to go onto your back. Okay, on our back here, we're going to do some hip lifts. So knees are going to be bent to about 90 degrees. So knees are basically directly underneath you. Shins would be about vertical. Okay, you're just going to lift through the heels, bridging your hips off the ground, and then squeeze your butt for a second to the top. Pause, and reset. Okay, we're going to do that for 30 seconds here. Let's go ahead and start. Make sure the knees aren't too close together or caving in. You should have knees about hip width apart, feet about hip width apart. Keep working through this one. Get a good squeeze as you bridge up. Let's go for 10 more seconds. All right, last rep, and then come up onto your feet. All right, up on your feet, everyone. Looking good. All right, here we're gonna get moving a little bit more. We're still doing mobility stuff, but just moving a little bit more, okay? 5 minutes, we're gonna work through this. It's 3 different exercises. So let me walk you through the start, and then we'll keep going as we go. Okay, the first exercise we're gonna do is a leg kick. So you're just gonna kick across your body, get a slight step, and then try and hit the opposite foot to the opposite hand just as high up as you can go. So that's the first one you're gonna do, 5 each side. Then you're gonna do a knee hug where you grab your knee, pull it up toward your chest, stay nice and tall, upper body. If you need to, you can use the wall for balance, okay, or even put your back against the wall. 5 each side there. Last one is called heel to butt. So you're just going to grab your toe, pull your heel back towards your butt, keep good balance, and stay nice and tall. Okay, all these are going to be 5 reps each side. We're going to go for 5 minutes. So let's walk through it together. Ready, set, go. First one is that leg kick. So you go opposite hand, the opposite foot, 5 each side. So I'm on 2, 2. It's about the pace we should have. 3. And just remember, we're trying to keep that upper body nice and tall. Just go as far as you can. 1 more each side. Last one right here. Okay, the next one is that knee hug. Just gonna grab your knee, pull up with your chest. You can slightly pull across your body too if you want, so hands go on the outside, pull across. It's all right if you lose your balance. Staying as nice and tall as you can. Okay, this one's 5 each side as well. Good, I got 1 more each side. Feel a good stretch in the glute as you pull across your body. Very good. All right, last one's that heel to butt. So you're gonna grab your toe, pull that heel back as far as you can. Think about pushing that knee into the ground as well as you do this. So you wanna push the knee down as you pull back on that foot. You should feel a nice stretch in the quad. This one's 5 each side as well. Remember to use something for balance if you need to. Use a wall like this. Alternate your hand and foot. 5 each way, then we'll go back to the top. One more each side for me. And then you'll go back to the leg kick. It was almost a minute and a half. So we should get through about 3 rounds. So we're back to leg kicks. Remember, everything is 5 each side, so if you're ahead of me, just keep going. Do a little step, stay nice and tall. All right, 1 more each side here. All right, knee hug next. So get tall, pull across the body. Hands on the outside of the knee. Pull up to that opposite shoulder. So if it's my right knee, pull up to the left shoulder. Should be getting your heart rate up a little bit here too, guys. Breathing a little bit more. Feeling a little bit more awake. I got 2 more each side. This feels good to move. All right, last one, good. And then you're going back into that heel to butt. So foot, slightly lean forward. If you can see me right here, slightly lean into it. Get a little bit more stretch to that hip. So you can just let the chest fall forward a little bit. If you can't grab your toe, I forgot to mention this, guys, just pull your heel up like this. Okay, just kick your butt as much as you can. You can't get full range of motion. So keep going there. We got 2 minutes left. Should be just about finished up the heel to butt. 1 more time. Should be able to get through 1 last round. All right, and moving on to those leg kicks. Let's try and get 1 last round in here, guys. 3 will be really good. Go. Good job. Let's hit 1 more each side. All right, back to that knee hug. This one's my favorite. Good stretch, stay nice and tall. We'll pause at the top if you can. Feel like you're having trouble pausing, make sure you're using something for balance, so that way you get a good stretch. You always do this with your back just against a wall. A lot easier to get a good stretch on that one. Keep working here, we're almost done with this one. All right, and we got about 30 seconds left. Finish up those heel to butt. Got one more each side. Go ahead and finish up where you're at, guys, whatever one you're on. That's time right there. Keep working. If you're still going, just finish up the set that you're on. So if you're just finishing up leg kicks, just finish there. You don't have to go through the whole thing. All right. We're going to do something similar here, but we're going to have 4 exercises, and it's going to be for 8 minutes. So you're going to have to pace yourself a little bit better. If that was a little bit of a challenging thing for you, just go a little bit slower. Okay? 4 exercises. They're all 10 reps total. First one you're going to do is called a good morning. So I'll show you this from the side. So I'll just put your hands right on your shoulders, slight bend in your knees. Okay, and then we're going to think about pushing our hips back towards a wall behind us. Okay, with having a slight arch in our back. So it's kind of like that cat-cow we were doing where you have an arched back. Stick the butt back as far as you can. You should have most of the weight in the heels. Like you're going to tip backwards rather than tipping forwards onto the toes. Okay, you're just going to stand nice and tall just like you did on the hip lift. Squeeze those glutes. So you do 10 reps there. Okay, next one is just a basic squat. So we're going to have feet shoulder width apart. Just go as low as you can on this one, opening up the hips, pushing the knees out to the side. Okay, just your basic squat. Make sure we're sitting hips back just like you did on the good morning. Okay, we don't want to just let the knees come forward and just keep upright with the body. We want to push those hips back. Use the hamstrings and glutes to support you. Okay, if you need to, squat to a chair. So you're at 10 there. Then I want us to go into a single leg deadlift. So similar to the good morning, where we're here, it's just on one leg. So this is a little bit more of a coordination exercise if you need to. Hold a wall in front of you. We're trying to reach back with that leg behind us. That's what I want you guys to focus on, is the leg reaching back, stay straight. Kind of kick back with your heel. We're not trying to raise it up too high. Toe stays down towards the ground. So you do 5 reps each side on the single leg deadlift. If you stay on all one side, it'll probably be a little bit easier. Last one, go with a nice wide stance. Just work side to side into a lateral squat. The same thing as a squat with pushing the hips back, almost like we're sitting our butt onto a chair behind us. Okay, and we'll just work side to side, okay? So that's gonna be for 8 minutes, everything's 10 reps total. I'll walk you through it. All right, here we go, timer's going. First one is that good morning. So hands across the shoulders, slightly bend your knees, just kind of like a soft bend where you're comfortable, and then push those hips back as far as you can. Remember, you should feel like you're almost gonna tip backwards. Okay, I'd rather have you feel that than like you're gonna fall forward. Squeeze your butt at the top. Give me 10 reps here, nice, slow, and controlled. Good squeeze at the top. These are super slow. Not trying to rush through this. Trying to move. It's 5 for me, I'm halfway. Make sure we're keeping that chest up as we come down. So I want a slight arch, slight extension of my chest rather than rounding, so I don't want to be there. Get here, let's do 2 more. All right, next one, when you're ready, move on to that squat. Remember, grab a chair to sit on the couch, whatever you got handy. Okay, we're gonna sit all the way hips back, reach out in front of you for a counterbalance, and stand nice and tall, squeeze your butt at the top on this one as well. Focus on if you're sitting one side more dominant than the other. Okay, if you're kind of leaning into one leg, try and make sure that both legs are pushing evenly on this one. On the side, I look a little bit more like this. Really pull yourself down in that squat. Try and open up the hips. I have 2 more here. Just keep working wherever you're at. Move on when you're ready. Okay, next one is the single leg deadlift. So I would hold on to something to start if you need to. Inside hand holding is the same leg that goes back. Okay, so right hand on the wall, right leg reaches back. Okay, this leg stays primarily straight. Leg that's down, you have a slight bend. Make sure you're keeping the hips and shoulders square. We don't want to open up as we go down. Okay, hit 5, switching sides. 5 the other way. Same idea as a good morning. We want to keep that chest up. We're not rounding our back at all. 1 more. All right, then we're going with that wide base, lateral squats. Just working through it at your own pace. Take breathers when you need to. So just side to side. My base is super wide here, guys. I'm way past shoulder width. So get those legs as wide as you can, and then push the hips back. Weight is going to be back in your heel, on your foot. Good bend in that knee. It's okay to let that knee drift forward a little bit over the toes. Should feel a good stretch for the glutes, the inner part of your legs as well. For a reach out in front helps you get a little bit more depth. Go for that as well. I got one more each side. Good, and then I'm going back into that good morning. Okay, we're almost halfway already, so try and get 2 or 3 rounds. As you get more comfortable, pick up the pace. So back in that good morning, good hip hinge back, nice flat back, squeezing glutes as you stand nice and tall. Keep your breathing going. Doesn't matter where you breathe, just make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through your mouth. Try not to be a mouth breather. All right, that was good mornings for me. Now I'm back to my squats. 10. If you're finding it hard to get depth, go a little bit wider with your stance. That might help. Go with like a wider stance, almost like a sumo squat. Help you open up those hips a little bit more. Going. I got 3 more. Wherever you're at, just keep count. Big squeeze at the top. Stay nice and tall, glutes. Last one. All right, good. I'm back to that single leg deadlift. Okay, without holding the wall, reach out in front. Looks a little bit more like that. A little bit more challenging. Helps if you find a spot on the ground to focus on. Keep your eyes fixed to that spot. That reach will help with the balance as well. Your guys will help keep the chest up. Just keep working through them. This is a good movement drill. We're getting some activity into, getting the heart rate up. Should be breaking a little bit of a sweat here. Good. All right, then I'm back to that wide stance. You just keep going at your own pace. Got 3 minutes left. We should be able to hit about 1 more round. As I'm going through this, I feel like I'm getting more and more mobile. You guys should be feeling the same way. So just keep going a little bit deeper as you feel comfortable. Do a nice easy cool down, 1 last exercise at the end, and then we'll call it a day. Almost done here. All right, last round for me. Got about 2.5 minutes left, should be plenty of time to finish. Just keep working. Good stretch. Good squeeze as we stand tall. Remember to keep that weight primarily in the heels. You're reaching back with those hips. Reach. You can even put your hands right on the hips. You should be able to crease where your hips and your stomach start. Should feel them pushing back and pinching the hands a little bit. So you can try that as well. Put your hands right on your hips. Might be able to feel that a little bit better. There we go. I got 2 more. Then it's back to the squat. Play around with your stance. This one, primarily right in the heels too, but you should have the feet spread out so you can use all of your foot to help push you up. Try and bend those knees as much as you can. Remember, your weight is still falling back. So push those hips back. It's okay if you tip backwards a little bit, you'll catch yourself. Good, just a couple more. Got 1 more. Good. All right, back to that single leg deadlift. Really focus on keeping that back toe pointing straight towards the ground. So don't let the hips open. You should feel a good stretch in that leg that's down, right back in the glutes. So try and push your hips backwards away from you slightly. Last one, switching sides. Almost done here, guys. Last one for me. All right, last set of lateral squats. You got 20 seconds left. Should be perfect timing if you're right with me. Almost done here. You're gonna do a nice easy cool down. Good. Just a couple more. Got one more each side. Very good. All right. Go ahead and relax there, guys. Good work. If you need to, grab a quick sip of water. All right, last thing we got. We're gonna hold this for about a minute and a half. So about 90 seconds, child's pose. Really good way to open everything up when you're done. So get about hip width apart with your knees. A good bend in the knees. You can also do this standing against the tabletop. Just hinge your hips back like a good morning. Palms are gonna reach out in front of you. Arms stay straight the whole time. And then let those shoulders reach up towards your ears. Good reach, and just pushing the fingers away from you a little bit further each time, and then push your head towards the floor and your armpits towards the floor. Okay, go ahead and hold there, guys. You got about a minute left. Big, deep breaths. Let everything cool down. As you get more comfortable, try and rock back into your hips a little bit more. Pulling away from the hands. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through your mouth. "15 seconds left. We're almost done for today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome job, guys. I know I got a little sweat going on that one. I hope you guys did too. Feel a little bit better, more energized, a little bit looser. Hopefully you don't have any back pain, anything like that. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you can, please enter your full name and your EID if you have it. It will help us track attendance. If you already did, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.